Music feeds the mind and the soul. It helps to heal during times of turmoil and trouble. But what happens when it's taken away? How do you process unfathomable loss and tragedy?
And that's what hundreds of musicians in Western North Carolina experience after losing everything to Helene. Fox 8's Madison Forsey learned how they're getting help from a new nonprofit to play again.
The song in these Appalachian hills sounds different to every musician. But one thing binds every person who picks up an instrument.
It's therapy. There's only one thing that really makes me not have a lot of pain is when I play.
John Rogers, an Air Force veteran, sought solace in these mountains to heal.
It's so relaxing and so therapeutic to be able to mimic or come up with your own thing, or see somebody smile when you play, or play a chord progression and somebody in the crowd is like, oh, I know that, or they sing with you. I mean, you can't even hardly, like, I'm getting emotional about it. It's tough, like you want to play, so.
But Rogers couldn't for months. Hurricane Helene sent a wall of water rushing toward his home.
I went from our feet to our knees in about 90 seconds.
Now, everything he loves in his Mouth of Wilson, Virginia home is covered in mud.
This was where we practiced.
Including more than $30,000 worth of music equipment and instruments.
I have cried so many tears to get, I can't cry anymore. Like, I just really can't cry anymore. Just like, you have so much to think about.
Musician and podcaster Nicholas Williams watched hundreds of stories, just like John's, play out on social media.
I started seeing sort of instruments just floating downriver, and it took several nights of not really sleeping very well and starting to think about an idea.
That idea turned into this website, Restring Appalachia. It went live in November. Musicians who lost instruments and equipment fill out a form explaining what they lost and how they lost it. Then Nicholas and his team try to find a match.
We're trying to make the same match of quality or value of what they lost, sometimes the same make and model. And that's not always possible, especially with rare instruments or, specific makes and models of, from the 1960s, 1970s, and really high dollar instruments are hard. But we are consistently working with recipients to find a value that is similar. And sometimes, actually, I would say a lot of the time we're able to do upgrades, something that is more quality. We have 350 people that have offered instruments. Some of those instrument offerings are like multiple. Somebody has 5 instruments they want to donate.
The matches come from everywhere.
Pretty much picked all this up today. An upright bass from the bass violin shop here in town.
Including the Triad.
I mean, it's not much for us to take a guitar and fiddle with it. We do it all the time.
John Mark Hampton with Mariah Guitars in Greensboro reached out to Nick after seeing Restring Appalachia online and offering to fix up some of those old donated guitars.
When they come in, we'll send them on up.
They've worked on 5 or 6 so far, with more on the way.
We're able to use material that's been donated to us to work on them. So it's a win-win.
Once Nicholas's band is loaded up, the best part.
It's all yours.
It's a little nicer than mine.
It's not as cut and dry as I hand an instrument over and people start crying. It's like a lot of people are in shock still. Some people just froze. Some people were like, the last person actually that I delivered to, the first thing he said was, how long do I get to keep them for? You get to keep them. What? These are your instruments. It's like, well, you get to keep them. And he was the first person. He didn't cry, but he was so overjoyed.
So far, they've given over 280 instruments to hundreds of musicians, just like John.
All tears, all tears. Couldn't hardly get it out. He brought out all this stuff, and we just sat there and hugged each other.
Restringing hope.
It's hard to put into words, but it's really changed my life entirely. I mean, my whole outlook on humanity.
To play a new song of recovery.
How about,
One thought can really change a lot of people's lives.
Madison Forsey, Fox 8 News.
Sound a lot of people have missed, and Williams is planning to transition and rebrand the nonprofit to Restring to help musicians in disaster areas across the United States.